Be kind, rewind.
Life lessons right there.
Wait, is this in reverse?
Is it?
Am I backwards? I don't know. What if I turn around? No? Who recognizes this song? We're not starting for a couple minutes. What time is it? We're starting 3 minutes. Can you hear this? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Little Gangsta Paradise will officially start at 8 o'clock. Let's switch it up a little bit. How much time we got?
2 minutes.
2 minutes when this song's over. And listen. We just had a private concert on Wednesday night. 90s party, private concert with Vanilla Ice. So I'm still in 90s mode, as you can see here.
I don't think that's ever different.
I'm pretty much always in 80s or 90s mode. I was live on stage with Vanilla Ice. I swear it. In fact, he took his phone out and was doing a panoramic video, and you see me jumping up in the background. I wouldn't call it dancing because I don't really do that, but I was on stage with the Vanilla.
Well, you're on Vanilla Ice's Facebook page.
On Vanilla Ice's Facebook page. He posted the video with me in it.
It's because you were there, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he got the memo that he'd get more views. Where are we at? Is it 8 o'clock? Oop, 7:59. We'll start in a second. People are tuning in. I see a ton of viewers up there. Give me a couple thumbs ups or I love you games or something like that. What did Todd say? Oh, watching live from Jenna's computer. What's up, Todd? T-Todd? Jenna? Is it 8 o'clock?
Not yet.
Oh, it's not 8 o'clock. Vanilla Ice. Is it 8 o'clock yet? Are you going to use up our bandwidth?
No, I took it off Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
8 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Gonna have to let the music go. Volume down. I don't want to just stop it. I want to just slow it down here. All right. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back. Oh, it's time to start. Sorry. All right. Well, hello out there. Facebook land, friends, business partners, family. What else we got out there? Cool kids.
Are the cats and dogs watching with you?
Hi, pets. Whatever you got there. This is kind of a new rendition for us. Give me a whole bunch more thumbs ups if you can hear us. I'm trying to talk quietly, which is hard for me to do. Oh, I got thumbs up. Because the kids are sleeping. So I will tell you now that I'm guessing the kids. Oh, look at all those thumbs ups popping up.
We're doing it.
It's working.
It's working.
Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but hey, thanks for tuning in. We are trying this kind of new format tonight. We'll see what happens. What's cool is we know that there are a lot of you out there with no makeup on, in your bathrobes, laying in bed, sitting in front of your computer, and you didn't have to drive over here to our house tonight to hear the message. So
Okay, yeah, but even better, I don't have to wear shoes.
no shoes.
No shoes.
I do have shoes
No
on
heels,
because I
no
think it's
boots.
kind of weird and gross to do a live training video with no shoes. So I don't have pants on though, so I'll just stay down. All right. Okay, here we go. So I've got my notes here, my handy dandy notepad. No, just one page from my handy dandy notepad. Welcome. Next part, we're supposed to introduce ourselves. So why don't you do the introduction?
My name is Tiffany Duvalier.
It is?
It's not?
No.
Oh,
It's
no.
Duval.
No, my name's Tiffany Duval, and this is my lovely husband, Gaines. Did you whistle for yourself?
Oh yeah, of course. My 90s shirt on, be kind, rewind. So yeah, we're the Duvals. We will get to our story in a little bit, but if you're tuning in and you don't know who we are, whoever invited you to watch tonight knows us and knows us very well. So they are expecting that we will provide some good information to you tonight. Our number one goal is that we give you the right information, the answers to any questions you have about the Advocare 180 system that you see out here, and that we give you enough information so that by the time we're done, you're ready to roll. You know, at the end of the day, we have texts and messages and emails and phone calls coming in left and right about how this system is changing people's lives, and we want it to do the same for you. So our goal is to give you everything you need so you can make a decision by the time we're done and say, yep, I'm in. What we're going to cover tonight is we're going to cover a little history of Advocare, the company that we represent. We're going to talk about whether or not the products are safe. You know, that's kind of important to some people. Do the products actually work? You know, is this a fad, a gimmick? What's this? Is it legit? And some people want to know if there's a business side. Now, we understand, I think there's 30, 40 people watching. It's like, whoa, 34? Something like that. We understand that the vast majority of you want nothing to do with the business side of Advocare. And we totally respect that, and you will never, ever be pushed to do the business side. Ever. But we are going to cover it, because if I didn't know there was a business side and Tiffany didn't know there was a business side a few years ago, we would still be in the same place we were 3 years ago. And that wasn't a happy one, okay? So we're going to cover it briefly at the end. So with that being said, what do we cover next? I think I messed up on my notes.
No, I think you need to cover the history because you have the longest history.
Okay, all right. So history of the company. So in 1993, a gentleman by the name of Charlie Regis had a vision to take world-class pharmaceutical-grade supplements, high quality, not your generic supplements you get over at a discount store. Okay, high quality pharmaceutical-grade supplements that can help people look better, feel better, perform better. He had this vision to get it in people's lives through the direct sales model. Charlie had been very successful with a different direct sales company, and he knew it would work, but he didn't believe in those products. So he decided to start Advocare. And I can attest to this because in 1994, be kind, rewind, 90s, right? All right. I was playing college football at Southeastern Oklahoma State, Savages, and that looked like it was a cheerleader, didn't it? Cheerleaders! Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't. I talked to the cheerleaders, I guess. Okay, but just talked. So
sure.
Anyway, my college football coach walked into the locker room and he handed all of us Spark, which is one of the things we'll talk about tonight, and Metabolic Nutrition System. These two products right here, and everybody on our college team used it. And I like to share that with you so that you know this is not a fad. This is not a gimmick. This is not a fly-by-night thingy. This isn't this thing that's going to pop up on your news feed and all your friends are using this magic product that's saving everybody's life and making everything better, and then in 6 months or a year, it's gone. We just celebrated 25 years with Advocare last week in Dallas. So it's a legit company. People want to know if the products are safe. You know, unfortunately, not everybody does. Some people, if you say, hey, take this and it's a magic, feel good, everything going to be better in your whole life, some people don't care if it's safe. But people like my wife, Tiffany, who's always been very much in tune with what she's putting in her body, it does matter to her if it's safe. So when I came home a few years ago and said, we're going to do this, that was one of the most important things to her is, if I'm going to put this in my body and we're going to put it in the kids' bodies, some of the products are approved for kids, we want to make sure it's safe. So Tiffany's going to cover how we can tell you that the products are safe.
Yeah, and I love talking about this part because it's easy. honestly, I could say, well, we just celebrated 25 years, and if it wasn't safe, it wouldn't still be around, and I could probably drop the mic and walk away.
Mic drop.
But we have even more reason to feel comfortable and safe. Now, I remember before Advocare, I've always been a supplement person, and I would walk into a store and I'd pick up a bottle, and I would Google and research over and over until I was blue in the face, because the fact was I didn't know that company. I didn't know who made it. I didn't know where it came from. It could have been someone in their garage for all I knew. So I would research because I was scared, and I constantly saw things coming to the shelf and leaving. Now, Advocare came around, and I wanted to do the same thing until I started researching the company instead, so that I knew where things were coming from. We have the most amazing scientific and medical advisory board.
Awesome sauce.
So awesome. And the fact is that it is a ton of people with way more knowledge than I have in all of their fields. And it's not just people in the nutrition field. It is people in the nutrition, surgeons, women's field, men's field, sports field. And they're not
What about
just...
the force field? Oh, sorry. 90s Star Wars.
Sorry. You're going to get me off track.
Oh, that was 80s. Force field.
I'm going to kick you out of this video.
I swear this is just rehydrate.
So they are all amazing people, and they know what they're talking about. So I feel way more comfortable because they're not just doctors with lab coats. They aren't just kids coming out of college with a degree and saying that they make Advocare. These people study and they know what they're doing. Now, I could highlight any one of those doctors and I would be so proud to do it. But I'm only going to highlight one because I personally got to sit and talk with him for 45 minutes, and he was incredibly humble, a person, and especially for what he has done for millions and millions and millions of people. And his name is Dr. Stanley Dudrick. Now, don't be sad that you don't know his name. A lot of people don't, because he is just that big in the medical field. He's not a big name that people would know about unless you were studying the big time doctors that nobody hears of. Now, Dr. Stanley Dudrick is so special and so important to our history because he's been doing it for a long time. But he created TPN, Total Parental Nutrition, and he has saved so many lives feeding nutrition through an IV, through the vein. He has changed so much, and he is part of formulating the products that go in my body. I know that man knows way more than I do. So I not only have 25 years to look at, and I know it wouldn't be around if it wasn't safe, but I also have an amazing scientific and medical board that also supports that. So yeah. Huge for me. And yeah, I mean, it could not work as well, and I would still take it because I know who's making it.
Right. Good stuff.
I went too long, but I love that part.
No, that's good. Talk on. We got 2 minutes left to finish in. I'm just kidding. All right, we're good. All right, so cover the history of the company. We talked about if the products are safe. And then people want to know if the products work, you know. If you are going to put this in your body and you know it's safe, are you going to get results? Because it's not free, okay? It's very reasonably priced, but it's not free. So if I'm going to invest my money and my time to follow this system, am I going to get results? And Tiffany is going to start by sharing her story because it's a phenomenal one. And I'm telling you, when I came home 3 years ago, or almost 3.5 years ago now, and I said, babe, we're going to do Advocare. We're going to build the business. We're going to be on products. She'll tell you she didn't think it would work for her. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. Okay, so before I get to my story, real quick shout out just because they just came through. Brittany, congratulations on almost 13 inches lost. Awesome. On
the 10-day cleanse.
Yeah, and wow. Gaines's dad just coming in at 30 pounds down. So amazing. So
32, Dad.
I am loving everybody's story. So here's mine. I already told you I used to pick up things off the counters at the store. So I was always into supplements. I loved that idea. I really do believe that they are a very important part to aging healthy and being the best that you can be. So when Gaines came home and introduced me, I did not think that this was going to change anything because I researched everything and I'd studied all these other things that I was taking. I switched over, and in the first 30 days of products, I lost 20 pounds. And that weight has not come back in over 3.5 years. I will tell you that my weight does go up and down because I started working out. So in the beginning, my goal was to lose the weight that I couldn't lose, and now my goal is to put on muscle.
And she has done that. Let me tell you, she's a strong beast. One thing to note on that 20 pound weight loss, because I know there's some new people watching and they're probably wondering, is it's not like Tiffany starved herself. She eats a lot of food. Good food, healthy food, but she eats a lot of food. So this wasn't 20 pounds of starving. It was the 20 pounds that her body wanted off of her, but her body wasn't working right. So very important note there. As far as other examples of the products working, right before this event started, if you want to go into the event afterwards and scroll down, you'll see pictures before and afters of some other people on our team. I think I posted Stephanie Eubank, who I know is watching there. Jenna Gable, her story is phenomenal. I know there's a lot of people that know the Gables that are watching. Todd's story, Jenna's story, their daughter Jordan, it's phenomenal. I posted Nick Fay in there. He's a Scottsdale cop who his transformation is incredible. He used this system that you see here to lose 20 pounds to trim the fat, and then he continued to lose fat, but then he went on our performance line, which is more for weightlifting, and he was able to maintain that 20 pounds off and continue to lose fat while he gained muscle, keeping his weight at the same place. And what I want you to see too, when you look at the before and afters of all of these pictures, these are real friends of ours, okay? First of all, these aren't fake people. These aren't people that we found somewhere else. We do have lots of friends all over the country.
We didn't Google these pictures.
We didn't Google these pictures. These are pictures that, you know, we helped these people, or somebody who invited you helped these people. What was I going to say? Oh, I want you to note that you'll see a 30-day before and after, or a 24-day jump start before and after, but then you see a year later, and some of them I even have 2-3 years later in the afters. So this isn't a quick fix that as soon as you are done with the 24-day jump start, you gain all your weight back, okay? This is a maintenance system to a healthy lifestyle. So I think I'll go into the actual system now. Am I forgetting anything? I'm going to go into the actual system that most people start with. And we call it the Advocare 180. And 180 symbolizes two things. It symbolizes, number one, 180-degree turn in your health. So an about face in the direction that you're going. There you go. That's a 360. Oh. That was a 360. You don't want to do a 360. 180. Stay there. All right. Okay, you can turn around now. So anyway, that just reminded me of another great 90s thing. Do you remember the video game 720 where you'd be a skateboarder? That was so cool. Anyway, so the Advocare 180, 180-degree turn in your health and your nutrition and the direction you're going, as well as it is one system for 80 days. It is a proven fact that if you do something for 80 days or so, you are going to develop incredible habits and you are going to have a sustainable lifestyle change, okay? So here's what it is. It's very simple. It's broken into 3 phases, all right? We've got the 24-day jump start, which you see right here in front of you. That's phase 1, all right? After the 24-day jump start, you move on to the 28-day optimize phase. That's what you see here. And because our table isn't wide enough, or the way we are, we don't have the next 28 days in there, but we call that the 28-day lifestyle phase. So 24-day jump start, 28-day optimize, 28-day lifestyle phase. What does that add up to? Mathematicians, 80 days, okay? And by the time you finish the 80-day system, you absolutely should have your health under control, or at least be heading the right direction. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to cover the 24-day jump start. It's really simple. Everything is on the boxes. Also, we have private Facebook groups where we coach you, where we tell you, how to take the products, what to eat, meal planning, meal prepping, all that stuff. But if you're not into live videos and being coached and stuff, there's also a guide that comes with it. A guide with each phase. This is the 24-day jumpstart phase, the optimize phase. And In the guide, it's going to tell you exactly what to do every single day. It's very powerful. You can keep track of where you're headed easily. 24-day Jumpstart is simply a 10-day cleanse. Now, some of you said, oh no, cleanse, I'm not going to do a cleanse, I work, I can't do that. So let me just get this out of the way. Our cleanse is gentle and uneventful. You still eat real food during the cleanse because it's not sustainable to just drink liquids or juice for 10 days. That's not something your body can keep doing. So you're going to eat real food during the 10-day cleanse, and you will not be stuck in the bathroom for 10 days. Will you go a little more often? Maybe. I always say you might go a little bit more, but you'll go on your timing instead of the cleanse's timing. So don't be scared of the cleanse. And the cleanse is what you see here. In this box is your probiotics and your herbal cleanse caplets. Tells you when to take those. In this box is your fiber, okay? You're going to drink your fiber once a day as well. And again, the guide and all of our videos tell you when to take them, all right? You're going to have 1 or 2 Sparks a day. Spark is a mental focus drink with vitamins and amino acids, and it tastes great. It'll get you off some of those unhealthy energy drinks that a lot of people... I was 2 a day. For the sake of compliance, I'm not going to say the name of the energy drinks that I drank, but I had 2 big, thick energy drinks every single day until a few years ago when I went back on Spark. Now I have 1 or 2 Sparks a day. It saves me a ton of money, and I feel way better. Also, during the cleanse, you're going to be on omega-3s. This is a high-level pharmaceutical-grade omega-3s, okay? So fatty acids, fish oils. And for those of you that are really into your nutrition and supplements, there are no 6s and no 9s in there. For those of you that aren't into that kind of stuff, just know this is really, really good and healthy, okay? So that's the 10-day cleanse. Real simple. As soon as you finish the 10-day cleanse, you go into what we call the max phase. Now, the max phase is where you're going to feel that incredible energy. Your cravings are going to start to go away. Your cravings for that late night ice cream, that pizza on Super Bowl Sunday. I had pizza on... No, I didn't have pizza this year. I didn't have pizza this year on Super Bowl Sunday.
He had Cheetos.
Oh, I did have some Cheetos. All right, but I didn't have pizza. But at the end of the day, during the max phase, your cravings are going to go away. And what that consists of is this box right here is Metabolic Nutrition System. This is arguably probably the top. We have over 100 products. This is probably the top 2 or 3 products out there that we have. And it's a strip pack. And in the strip pack are the vitamins that you're going to take throughout the day. All right, so it's going to have your omega-3s in it. It's going to have your multivitamin, your calcium, your CoQ10 for your heart health, and various other things. It's going to have some appetite, some craving control, I should say. It doesn't suppress your appetite. It's not going to make you not want to eat all day, but it's going to help you with cravings. And there's some energy in here as well. So you're going to take these. It's a very simple system. It tells you when to take them. You know, with breakfast, lunch, with dinner, etc. For breakfast each morning, you're going to have a meal replacement shake. All right. Now, I know that some of you cringed on that too. I am not a fan of meal replacement shakes. I want a meal. But let me tell you that Advocare's meal replacement shakes are yummy to the tummy. All right. So, is that not funny? Okay. They're really, really good. You can shake them up, or I blend them in the morning, so I feel like I'm drinking a milkshake for breakfast. They're really good. It's the perfect breakfast. There's 24 carbs, 24 proteins in it, and they taste amazing. And we have all kinds of flavors. So during the max phase, metabolic nutrition system, meal replacement shake for breakfast, and then you're going to have 1 Spark, maybe 2 Sparks a day. This is the 24-day jump start. Okay, this is where you get started. You get that jump start, you follow the guide, and you're going to have incredible results. My dad just finished the 24-day jump start, and then he's a few days into the next phase here, and he's down 32 pounds in about 32 days. 32 pounds, okay? And I'm telling you, I know my dad. He is not starving himself. I can promise you that. And I know my dad. I know he's had some fun things to eat. He's not just sitting there eating chicken and broccoli every day. All right? So good results on the 24-day jump start. But you're not done there, okay? When you finish the 24-day jump start, you immediately start your 28-day optimize phase. And Tiffany's going to cover the 28-day optimize phase real quick.
Okay, that's fast, that's easy. It's just a continuation from the max phase of the first part. You're just going to keep going. You're going to keep getting through. It's just going to become kind of the way you do it. You're going to get the new book. And I think that because I love pen to paper, I have to tell you that I just love this so much. It's going to have, I think you told me that there's meal planning, portion size, water intake,
right,
goal setting, put your pictures for before and after, your measurements. So incredibly important. And it's also going to remind you that your diet, when you're talking about your health, whether it's your health, your weight, your energy, your diet is number one. You've got to get your diet good, and then it's supplements, and then it's working out.
right.
So working out, like if you are like, oh, my body hurts, I'm not going to be able to work, it's okay. I didn't work out for, oh gosh, at least this first 6 months when I started. And I still lost that weight. So it's okay. You're going to want to try and move a little bit more, but that's just for you. So we're just going to really focus on getting that internal health. Remember how they always said the beauty is from the inside? It's true. It's absolutely true. The youth and the beauty, the skin, everything starts on the inside. And I'm going to tell you, it starts from your gut.
You are so much prettier from the inside now.
This is, for me, looking at this is about cleaning up your gut and getting your body moving in that system. So I love these books.
Let's clean up the gut. All right, let's get purty. All right, so and then when you finish the 28-day optimize phase, guess what? You then start the 28-day lifestyle phase, and that's where you're getting your habits under control. It's just becoming a lifestyle for you, and it's this exact system here. It's a repeat of the optimize phase, okay? So that equals 80 days. Maybe you take a few days off, or you start your 10-day cleanse right away and you just go into the next phase. So you're going to do the Advocare 180 continuously throughout the year with a 10-day cleanse about every 3 months in there. So I hope we explained that well enough. I know some of you are wondering, well, how much does this cost? Okay. We covered the history of the company, so now you know this isn't a fad, this isn't a gimmick, this isn't a fly-by-night little magic pill, okay? We covered if the products are safe, so you know that if you're putting these products in your body, they're pharmaceutical grade, made by some of the best doctors in the world, and we covered that the products work. So you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I want to do this, but what is the bottom dollar? What's the cost to me? So we have a couple different ways that you can get products. I'm only going to cover 2 of those because, quite frankly, the other way doesn't really make sense. You're just going to pay more, so there's no point in even considering it. But I also want to get this out of the way right away as I'm explaining this. There is never, ever, ever a required monthly purchase with Advocare. We know our products work. We know that you will reorder. When our founder started the company in 1993, he said, I will never have an automatic, obligatory purchase system. I won't have it. And he said, show me companies that make you buy products every month, and those are companies that are not confident in their products. We know our products work. So the 24-day jumpstart portion is you're going to get about 20. If you're getting 20% off, we have, let me step back a second. We have 2 ways. You can be a preferred customer or a distributor. That's the way you get products. Neither one of those have obligations. Preferred customer is $20 for a 1-year membership, not $20 a month, $20. You get a sample box of Spark with that. It's almost worth $20 in itself. Then you get 20% off everything you order. That can grow to 30%. The second way you get products is as a distributor. It's $59 instead of $20. You get your sample box of Spark, but you get a sample box of shakes, a sample box of Rehydrate, you get a shaker bottle, and then you get 20 up to 40% off everything you order. So at the end of the day, those are the 2 different ways you're going to want to get products. Once you become a preferred customer or you become a distributor, you're going to get 20% off your orders right away. 20% off on the 24-day jumpstart. Now there are some things you can add on, so I'm giving an approximate price right now, okay? The approximate price is only $160. I don't know what that comes out to, maybe $7 a day, something like that, but $160 for a complete nutrition system for for the 24-day Jumpstart. The 28-day Optimize and the 28-day Lifestyle comes out to around $165 to $175. Okay, so it's not expensive. This is totally doable. Like I said earlier, I was buying 2 big energy drinks a day, costing me about $5 or $6. Now I drink 1 or 2 Sparks, which cost me about $1 each. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's definitely doable. It's definitely affordable. I feel like there's something else I'm missing. All right, so let me close out. Anything? Okay, I'm going to close out with our story. And I said at the beginning that I know with 30-some people watching, there's maybe 2 or 3 of you that are interested in sharing this with other people, interested in the business side. And so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. I'm going to give you the abbreviated version of what the business side has done for us. And I'm going to talk fast on this just to get us done on time. I was going to try to finish around 8:30. All right, so 3.5 years ago, I was at the peak of my corporate career. I was a regional vice president for a large life insurance company. I don't say this to brag, but it is a very important part of our story. I was at an income level that I had never dreamt of. Okay, I knew that I could be successful financially, I suppose, but I had not ever expected to reach that kind of pinnacle in a career financially. But I quickly learned that my beautiful wife, my daughter Sedona, and my son G3 could absolutely care less if my job title had vice president in it. I knew that they could absolutely care less if I had a black card with no limit on it. I knew that they could care less how much money I made. I always say that kids spell love T-I-M-E. And on March 10th, I'm going to try to keep my composure here. I usually get choked up sharing this. On March 10th of 2014, that was Sedona's 4th birthday. And I was out of town for her birthday for business meetings. And I will never, ever forget the moment that I sat in my hotel room after hanging up with her, looking at the mirror in my hotel room, the bathroom, and just looking at myself and saying, I can't do this. I can't miss my daughter's birthday so that I can make more money that she could care less about. So I flew home. I came home from that trip, and I sat with Tiffany, and I said, babe, we're getting out. I'm getting out of corporate America. I no longer want to be a vice president anymore. I just want to go back and open up my own little private insurance agency and financial planning practice, and I'm out. And God bless Tiffany, because she's always supported me and backed me, and she thought I was going to quit right then and there. We didn't have a backup plan or anything, just thought I was going to quit. She's like, all right, let's go for it. And so we started looking and praying for something that would help us make that leap, okay? Make that leap of faith. And because I'm a financial planner by trade, I don't just leap for the heck of it. I like to build a bridge that I can walk across to that destination. And so Advocare kept coming back into our life, and for time's sake, I won't tell that whole story. But anyway, we ended up choosing Advocare to be that vehicle that could help us get out of corporate America. So we got on products as we shared earlier. Tiffany had phenomenal results. I had amazing results. My results weren't so much weight loss. I'm a big guy. I was an offensive lineman in college, but I've got a metal neck, and I've got a really jacked up back and neck. And a few years ago, I couldn't jog 1 lap around this neighborhood. Well, I started jogging and running and hiking and getting to 15 miles a week. So my results were incredible, and I got strong again. And we got intentional and started sharing Advocare, the products and the business, with people that we loved and cared about. And we said, we are going to do this. Do you want to come along? And quite frankly, a lot of our friends and family said, no, not right now. And that's okay. We respected that, because a lot of them who said no, not right now, are watching now and have been on products now, okay? Sometimes it takes time. But a few people said yes. If you don't know us personally, the reason that you're watching this tonight is because somebody said yes, and they shared it with somebody else who said yes, all right? So we started sharing the products. We started making money. I think our first check was like $43, and I thought that was so cool. I mean, there's nothing we could do with that $43, but I thought that was so awesome. And then the next check was over $900 2 weeks later, and then it continued to grow and sustain, and we took every cent that we made with Advocare and we put it towards our debt. We already lived pretty humble. We didn't have a ton of debt, but we took everything we had and put it towards our debt, and Advocare helped us pay off over $67,000 in debt. Yeah, another cheerleader cheer. Woo! $67,000 of debt, and other than our mortgage, and we have a nice humble home, but our mortgage is really, really tiny for our house. We got to where we didn't need a bunch of money to pay the bills. We knew that Advocare could pay all the bills, and I could leave my corporate job, and we would have our mortgage paid for, and we would have our Obamacare paid for. When you go self-employed, health insurance is pretty expensive. For us, it's $25,000 a year. $25,000 a year to insure our family of four, and we know that it's covered because of this Advocare program and what it's done for us. Now, I'm not going to candy coat this. While we didn't have a lot of time, I mean, here I am running 2 states. I've got 1,000 agents. Tiffany's being an incredible rock star mom and taking care of the kids and the family and the household and all the things that she does. And we didn't have lots of time to do this. We just shifted our time. We watched a little less Sons of Anarchy. We watched a little less Vikings. And we went to work, 3-4 hours a week doing this. So exactly 2 years after I called Sedona to wish her happy birthday from out of state, I was able to make a different call. And I made a call to my CEO and the president of our company. And I said, guys, please don't be offended. I'm not going into competition. In fact, I'll be your best agent, but I am going to resign. And I left a job that was paying me incredible income. And I'll tell you what, I am so much more successful now as a husband and a father and live in a debt-free lifestyle. Life is just so much better. And I'm going to end with the best example, end our story here, of the best example of how this works. So things were going really good. I started building my own practice, and it was rocking, and it's still rocking, and I love what I do. I'll never get out of insurance. This is just our little side thing that we do. And then about a year ago exactly, Tiffany had some very, very serious health issues. Health issues that she had dealt with her whole life, that had just kindly came to a head. And we had to make some big adjustments. She had multiple surgeries, and just won't go into detail, but for almost 4 months, she couldn't be mommy, she couldn't be wife, she couldn't do all the things that she usually does. But because we had this residual income every month, because our products work, people stay on products, and we get paid every time they buy products, we had this income coming in. I shut down my practice for a few months. I got up early in the morning and I made the kids breakfast. I made the kids lunch. I drove the kids to school. I'd get a little bit of work done in the middle of the day. I'd pick the kids up from school. I would then make dinner. I would try to clean the house, never to her standards, but I tried. And at the end of the day, the business side of Advocare afforded me the opportunity to step in and be the husband and the father and the man that I needed to be when my family needed me. Bottom line is, if I had still been in my old corporate role, we would have had to pay somebody else to take care of my wife and kids. And I was able to do that. So when people ask me, is there a business side to Advocare? Yeah, there is. It's not free. It's not easy. It's not like, oh, I share with a couple people and I make really good money. But it's there, it works, and we have people that are hobbyists on our team that just kind of share it a little bit, and they get paid like hobbyists. I won't name names, but they're watching right now. I got a text yesterday. Just don't quote me on the exact number, but I'm going to tell you what the text said. The text said it was a picture of their 1099. Their 1099 from last year, their first full year with Advocare, it was over $35,000. And this is a family that I know darn well that 35 grand meant a lot. And I know it would mean a lot to anybody watching. Somebody's commenting there. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope we accomplished our goal. I said at the beginning our goal would be to share enough information with you, answer enough questions so that by the time we're done, you would be ready to jump on board and get started. You have nothing to lose by doing this. 100% money back, satisfaction guarantee on everything that we do. So give it a shot. If we invited you, just send me a quick message right after this video is done. Or if you have questions, you can comment under the video. We'll go back on and answer the questions sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. If somebody else invited you, give them a call tonight. I know they're up. If they invited you, they're watching to see if you're watching, right? You know, so call them up, message them, or maybe they'll call you. Get yourself a preferred customer account, a distributor account, either one. Get yourself set up on the Advocare 180. There's a way to get free shipping on everything, and get your 180 started right now. Very last thing is we are going to leave this video up until tomorrow morning. So if you watch this, and you're thinking, man, I really wish my Uncle Eddie could watch this. Or Joe down the street, my neighbor, I really wish that he could have been on this and watched this tonight. You can send him the invite to this event, okay? And then you can send him this video. He can't see this video unless he's in this invitation, all right? I think that's it. Well, there's no other way to end this, to completely, truly end this, other than, once again, playing the most epic version of this 90s song. Oh, there's an ad. Bear with me. 10, 8. People are already logging off, aren't they? Oh, no, there's still 23 people watching.
They want to know what your song
what
is.
am I going to play? Well, here we go. Ice is back. There we go. Hey, and don't forget, be kind, rewind. Don't melody anything less than the best.